Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave. I hope you're having a great weekend. I got a card to show you here. I picked up a card in the December CIA auction and I'm going to show it off here today. But this is a great auction. They have a great company and it was a real fun experience because for collectors, their Sunday night live stream, they did a auction watch party and everybody in the community was just picking up cards right and left, and it was a real fun experience watching everybody pick up all these great cards. But this is actually my second CIA purchase. Back in July I picked up this 1971 Bazooka Johnny Bench, and the card I picked up in the December auction bears a similar quality. It's another Bazooka card. This time it's a 1959 Bazooka of Cincinnati Reds shortstop Roy McMillin. Now this is not in great shape. It's got a whole bunch of creases in it and everything. It says it has a mark. I couldn't quite find it. There might be a stray pencil mark in the back. It's a blank back, but there must be a mark somewhere on it. But I just love this card. I mean, that's a beautiful image, and Roy McMillin was a real great player. I mean, if you don't know about him, he was born and raised in Bonham, Texas, where he was a star in all sports in high school. He played football, basketball, tennis, and ran track. His high school team didn't have a baseball team, but he did play in a town softball team, and he was really quite good. In 1947, the Cincinnati Reds had a tryout in Texas, and he went over and he impressed the scouts with his athleticism, and he was a real great fielder, even despite his lack of baseball experience. And the Reds ended up signing him. They sent him to the minor leagues for a few years, and he made his major league debut in 1951 at the age of 21. And he played his backup for his rookie season for the most part, but in 1952 he took over the starting shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds, and for the rest of the decade he was widely considered the best defensive shortstop in baseball. And there he led the league in 1950s 4 times in fielding percentage, 3 times in putouts, 4 times in assist, and he led the league in double plays from 1953 to 1956. Last 3 years he was with his second base teammate Johnny Temple, and in 1957 they started, when it was the first year they handed out gold gloves, and Roy picked up the gold glove the first 3 years they gave him out, and he was a 2-time All-Star. But after the 1960 season, the Reds really needed pitching, and they decided to trade him to the Milwaukee Braves, and they picked up Joe Jay, and he was a real good. Joe Jay was one of the last pieces they needed for their World Series run in 1962. But Roy ended up, after Milwaukee, he did go on to play with the Mets to end his career. And then after that, he was a manager for both the Milwaukee Braves and the New York Mets, and he actually ended up being the interim manager twice, once with Milwaukee after Dave Bristol was fired, and in 75 after Yogi Berra was fired from the Mets, he took over interim manager there. And finally, he was elected to the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame in 1971. And he was also inducted in the Texas Hall of Fame, Texas Baseball Hall of Fame, and the Ohio Baseball Hall of Fame. One last look at the card here. I mean, really beautiful. I mean, Roy also holds a couple little distinctions. He was the first Reds player to have a solo Sports Illustrated cover, and he played a total of 2,093 games in his major league career, and he never made the playoffs, or postseason, I should say, because it was just the World Series back then, and that puts him in the top 10 of most games played without making the postseason. So that's a dubious distinction on his part. But like I said, he's a real great player, and I'm real happy to get it. So that's all I got. One last look at it here, and hopefully I can get some more bazooka cards. So Theo, if you ever have another bazooka card from a Cincinnati Reds on CAA auctions, just let me know and I will buy it. That's all I got for today. So until next time, peace.